As you guys know, one of my biggest goals is to create one of the world's best education software platforms. I want to basically revolutionize the education space, use things like artificial intelligence, use things like bots, use things like creating an online community, use things like multivariate learning to really change up the education space. So this is sort of the best tips when it comes to creating your own e-learning platform. So why is it important to create an e-learning platform? Because it is estimated that the e-learning market is estimated to surpass 243 billion in 2022. Another thing is I want to be able to give my students the best experience possible. And 4, I want to create more customizability. I know that eventually education will transition from in-person to online, so I want to be ready with one of the best education softwares for people and teachers to host all their courses on my website, because my software will guarantee students better results. That's my goal. 1, you want to find the team, find qualified developers. Try your best to start abroad. Now, when it comes to picking different countries, the best tip I have is you want to select countries based on culture. For example, if you hire from India, yes, they're known to give you the cheapest prices, but what happens is they hook you in the cheap price and they just hike up the price like crazy once you're sort of working with them. I like to go for, people in Philippines. I also like to go for European sort of developers, but always go abroad because it's going to be much, much cheaper. Next is storyboarding and graphic selection. The storyboard is the heart of every e-learning deliverable. It serves as a guide for your whole team, developers and managers. Don't underestimate this process, because by doing this you'll save so much time when it comes to your developer developing your course. During this process, you also have to choose the graphics, the template and other important design elements that you'll need, so it will be quite time consuming. And this is due to the fact that the design of the course will reflect the entire platform. So basically your whole brand image is going to be every step of the way, the fonts you choose, the colors you choose, the way the buttons look. Everything needs to tie together and everything matters. Next is implement a reward system. When someone appreciates our efforts, we tend to care more. The same goes for students. When they feel like their efforts are being noticed and praised, they put in more effort to perform better. You can have a reward system in place for completing chapters, treating them as levels. Have badges, ranking and quiz games to make it fun. Gamify the whole experience. That's sort of what studying.com is aiming to do. We give people EXP as they watch videos. We give people EXP as they sort of communicate in the community. Next is attempting to create an e-learning course eternally. Some companies might think that it's easy to create an e-learning course with what they have in attempts to save money and time. The truth is, instructional designers are out there for a reason. They know exactly what it takes to make an e-learning course successful, and even if something goes wrong, they know where to get the information from and fix it. So when hiring sort of a team to build your platform, it might be better in the long run, because you don't want to sacrifice money over quality and efficiency, because in the long run, this option would be more costlier and even more time consuming. Now, what are web developers' costs? If you want to create your own e-learning website with these features we've described, the development cost might cost anywhere from 55 to 60 plus thousand. That's an approximate number based on $50 an hour rate in Eastern Europe and Ukraine. But the accurate price fully depends on the requirements that you want. The more complicated the platform is, the more time the developers will be working on its functionality and the more it's going to cost you, because you'll be paying per hour. So the rough estimate made by our business analyst shows that the time required to create your own e-learning website development ranges between 1,000 and 1,250 hours. And another tip is the total price depends on the vendor of the country of residence. So for example, if you hire people from Eastern Europe, you'll be looking at, say, $50 an hour. If you look at people in Central and Western Europe, you'll be looking at $100 an hour. If you look at USA, you're looking at $150 an hour, whereas Australia is also $100 an hour. So if you guys can, try to go to India, try to go to Philippines, try to go to Mexico, try to go to sort of Europe, because you're going to be able to find much better rates that will be much more affordable. And we can only do this because the internet exists and it allows us to hire people virtually. So you really want to take advantage of that. But yeah, that's what it takes to build your own e-learning platform. Hopefully you guys learned something. This is just me documenting my journey, and hopefully you guys enjoy this sort of high-level content. Let's go ahead and announce the last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses, a consulting course with me. The winners here. If you want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'll be picking the best comment every single video. On that, really appreciate your time and effort. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.